And we have been joined by UConn coach Paul Pasqualoni. The Huskies are 0-1. Last week had an open date. This week, as we said, Saturday at Rentschler Field against Maryland. That will be a 7:30 p.m. start on ESPN3. Coach, thanks for joining us on the call today. If you take a minute to tell us how your open date went, with anything you got done there, and then what you're looking forward to as you head back home to face Maryland on Saturday, please.
Well, last week, after a disappointing loss, you always want to get back and play right away. But on the other side of the coin, it gave us a little bit of time to go through and make some corrections and try to get some things that we didn't do well against Townsend resolved. So we spent, a good part of the week doing that, getting that done, and then getting a preliminary look, at Maryland, and towards the end of the week, starting to get that work done. Gave the kids a few days off at the same time. We had a very tough physical preseason camp, so the plan was to give them a few days off. So we stuck with that plan, regardless of the outcome of the first game. And now, obviously, we're in a full, preparation week for Maryland, team that's playing, extremely well with a great deal of confidence, and with an outstanding quarterback and skilled people. So this will be a big challenge for us.
Say questions for Coach Paul Pasqualoni, please. Hit *1 on your telephone to join the queue, and then the operator will introduce you. Again, *1 for questions, please, for Coach Pasqualoni. And we can go ahead with questions, please.
We'll go first to Tim Gaffney with the LitchfieldCountySports.com.
Yeah, good morning, Coach. Tim Gaffney call. How's the mood in the locker room right now?
Good, Tim. It's been the kids have been, very good. They were very good after the Townsend game in that locker room, as tough a locker room as that was. Realizing that Townsend really is a very good team. They've got very good people, and they played an excellent game, and we did not. So the kids, I think, looked at the film. We got out of the film, what we could get out of it, and that's always been our approach, win or lose. We kind of look at the film the same way to try to get better and make corrections. So they've been really good.
Any key injuries or any key changes you anticipate?
No, only that Kevin Friend is healthy, and he's back and he's ready to go, which will be a big help to us. We have some experience in there now at the right tackle, which will be a big help. But other than that, really, I think that it's about, we're fairly healthy.
Taking the positives out of what you saw, in game one, what gives you encouragement against, two pretty big teams coming up here in Maryland and especially, Michigan?
Really big teams. I thought that it doesn't appear, in the statistics this way, but I thought our offensive line did a pretty good job in protections. We had 5 sacks, but part of that was the fact that I thought Chandler was a little bit jittery and didn't really slide around in the pocket to find that window to throw in, kind of more started to run in the pocket, which, was something that he did early last year and then kind of worked his way through it, so I'm optimistic that could happen again. And I thought that other than a couple of plays that got out on us on defense, I thought we played against the zone play fairly decently, in the game. Against Townsend, they're kind of a zone team and a power team. So I think there's some things there we can build on.
Okay, one more from me. Christopher Berry was a quarterback for us up here at Torrington High School. Kind of deep on the depth chart for you. What have you seen from Chris that you like?
Chris is a great kid. He really is. He's a very, very good athlete. He's helping us. He's capable of, playing an offensive position, a quarterback, a wide receiver. He's also capable of, playing on defense as well. So he's kind of in a multiple role here at practice. He's kind of a guy we can put anywhere, and is making a very nice contribution to helping the team prepare every week.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah.
We'll go next to Jim Fuller with the New Haven Register.
Yes, Paul, I noticed a couple changes on the depth chart. Did you start with Tyree Clark, that corner over Stevenson? Is that just performance, or is that an injury in there?
Jim, that's a David Stevenson has been. I've suspended him for violation of team policy. So what we did was we just bumped up Tyree Clark to take his spot.
And with Tim Boyle at the number 2, is that just a sign of his progression that he's up there challenging?
Yeah, that's a sign that he's making progress, and he's working hard, and getting himself ready should we put him in the game. So that's a reflection of that.
Are they splitting second team reps right now? Is that how you're doing with those two?
Yeah. Timmy's actually taking the second team reps right now, and Casey's getting reps as well with the second team. But Timmy is taking the first second team reps, and then Casey's getting the reps after that.
Thank you.
And do we have any other questions for Coach Pasqualoni, please? Okay, seeing none, Coach, well, thank you for your time this week. Look forward to talking to you next Monday.
Okay, thanks.
All right, and that is UConn against Maryland, 7:30 on ESPN3. The game will be in East Hartford, Connecticut.